It happens almost every single morning. Your alarm goes off, you open your eyes, and you get ready to start your day. But the second you try to move, your knees feel like they're locked in solid stone, and your toe joints shoot a sharp, throbbing ache right up your leg. If you're dealing with painful, stubborn morning stiffness or simple joint wear and tear, you know exactly the feeling I'm talking about. But here's where so many of us make a massive mistake. We throw off the covers, force ourselves out of bed, and immediately try to just walk it off. Please, whatever you do, don't do that. When you force yourself to stand up and walk on joints that have been still for 7 or 8 hours, you are placing sudden mechanical stress on unlubricated cartilage. This abrupt weight bearing can amplify joint friction and potentially worsen your inflammatory discomfort for the rest of the day. Instead, what if I told you there's a way to gently soothe that morning stiffness before your feet ever even touch the floor? Today, I'm going to walk you through a simple 3-minute stretching routine you do right there lying in your bed. It naturally triggers your body's own lubricating joint fluid, easing that pain so you can step down lightly and comfortably. But before we do these stretches, you need to understand exactly why your joints freeze up in the dark. So, why exactly do our joints freeze up in the dark? Well, when you go to sleep, your body is essentially completely still for 7 or 8 solid hours. Because you aren't moving, your heart naturally slows down, and that heavy, steady blood flow to your legs and feet drops significantly. But more importantly, those little pockets inside your joints that produce your body's natural lubricating oil called synovial fluid basically go on strike. They just power down and stop producing. Now, for those of us over 60, our cartilage is already worn down from decades of walking, working, and just living life. When you combine that natural, everyday wear and tear with a total lack of fresh lubricating fluid, your joints end up acting a lot like an old rusty bicycle chain that's been left out in the cold rain overnight. If you just jump on that bike in the morning and try to pedal as hard as you can right away, that chain is going to grind, scrape, and cause a whole lot of damage. That's exactly why these gentle bed stretches are so incredibly helpful. Moving your joints while you're still lying flat on your back sends a loud, clear wake-up call to your circulatory system. It naturally encourages your heart to start pumping warm, oxygen-rich blood straight down into your legs. And the best part? That gentle, weightless movement tells your joints to start pumping out that natural lubricating oil again. Think about how much pressure your knees and ankles take the second you stand up. By doing these movements in bed, you're getting all that protective oil flowing before you put your entire body weight on those fragile joints. You're greasing the gears before you even try to start the engine. All right, let's get right into this 3-minute routine. I want you to imagine you just woke up. You're lying flat on your back. staring up at the ceiling, and you haven't thrown the covers off yet. Keep yourself warm. Take a nice deep breath. And let's start with movement number 1, the ankle pumps. While you are lying flat, with your legs stretched out straight, I want you to slowly pull your toes backward, pointing them right up toward the ceiling. Feel that gentle stretch. In the back of your calves, hold it right there for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Now, smoothly reverse it and point your toes all the way down toward the foot of the bed like you're pressing on a gas pedal. Hold that for 3 seconds. You're going to slowly alternate back and forth like this for about a minute. Here's why this is so powerful. Your calf muscles act like a second heart for your body. Every time you pump your ankles, those calf muscles contract, supporting your body's natural venous return to help move fluid and encourage healthy circulation back up your legs. It's an excellent, gentle way to help ease and soothe that stubborn morning numbness. Now, just an important note here. If you have a diagnosed history of deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, always consult your physician before starting lower leg exercises. Next, we're going to move into movement number 2, the gentle knee hugs. Still lying on your back, slowly bend your right knee and bring it up toward your chest. Now, pay close attention here. I want you to take both hands and grab the back of your thigh right behind your knee. Please don't grab the top of your kneecap and pull on it. That just puts unnecessary, painful pressure directly on the joint. Holding the back of your thigh, gently guide your leg toward your torso. But here is a crucial medical rule for your safety. Ensure you do not flex your hip past a 90-degree angle. You might wonder, will the stretch still work if you don't pull your knee all the way to your chest? The answer is absolutely yes. Many seniors over 60 have undergone total hip replacement surgeries, and flexing past 90 degrees can dangerously dislocate an artificial joint. From a biomechanical standpoint, you don't need a deep bend to get results. Your joint capsule acts like a sponge, simply moving your leg back and forth in a gentle, shallow, weightless range is more than enough to trigger your tissue to pump out fresh synovial fluid. This safely greases and soothes your dry joints without putting any harsh pressure on your hips or cartilage. Hold it for 5 seconds. Take a deep breath and slowly alternate sides for 1 minute. Finally, let's finish up with movement number 3, the supine butterfly glide. For this one, bend both of your knees and put the bottom of your feet flat on the mattress. Now, keeping your feet together, just let your knees slowly fall open to the sides, kind of like a book opening up or a butterfly spreading its wings. Only let them fall, as far as they comfortably want to go. Then, slowly bring your knees back together until they touch. Repeat this opening and closing motion for 1 minute. This specific movement wakes up your hip joints and activates those important pelvic muscles. Those are the exact muscles that keep your hips stable and stop you from losing your balance and wobbling from side to side when you finally stand up. 3 simple movements. 3 minutes. You've just pumped fresh blood to your feet, oiled up your knees, and stabilized your hips. Now, you're physically ready to get out of bed. But there is a right way and a very wrong way to actually stand up, which leads us to our final step. Now that your joints are well lubricated and the blood is flowing, it's time to get up. But please, don't just throw your legs over the side and pop straight up. Doing that is a potential recipe for a sudden head rush or a dizzy spell. Instead, I want you to use this simple 3-step safe standing routine. Step 1. Keep your knees bent and roll your entire body over onto your side. Don't try to sit straight up like you're doing a morning sit-up. That puts a massive strain on your lower back. Instead, use your arms to gently push yourself up into a seated position. Now, doing this slowly is crucial because it shields your system from a sudden blood pressure drop. Doctors actually call this orthostatic hypotension. It's just a fancy medical term for that sudden dizziness when you sit up too fast. Step 2. Slide your legs off the edge of the mattress. Plant your feet flat on the floor and just sit there for 30 solid seconds. Take a deep breath. This simply gives your blood pressure a chance to catch up and steady itself, so the room doesn't spin. Step 3. Place your hands on something solid, like a sturdy nightstand or the edge of your mattress, and slowly push yourself up to a standing position. Don't rush it. Give your freshly oiled joints a second to adjust and take your full body weight. By making this quick 3-minute routine a daily habit, you're actively supporting your joint biomechanics, helping your legs feel more flexible and stable as you begin your day. I challenge you to try this every single morning for the next 7 days and see the difference for yourself. Before you go about your day, I want to hear from you. Which of those 3 stretches felt the best? Or are you struggling with a specific aching joint that we didn't cover today? Scroll down and leave a comment right below this video. I read through them all, and I'd love to help answer your questions. If you found this morning routine helpful, and you want more straightforward, everyday tips to keep our aging bodies moving comfortably, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Take care of yourselves. Step lightly today, and I'll see you in the next one.